All my horror friends, I'm David with Terrible Reviews, and if you like all things horror, make sure you hit that follow button. Now, today we're going to be Hello? You got the wrong movie. Yeah, I know it's in the title, but we're not watching The Ring this week. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'll let you know next time, and then, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Today's movie is 7 Days to Live. Now, I haven't seen this one before, and the only place I can find it streaming is Amazon, but it's only for, like, purchase or rent. So, yeah, this will be interesting. Let's find out what it's about. Alright, so first off, I do want to say I love Amanda Plummer, and I love most of the things that she is in, but her being the leading lady in this one, unfortunately, it didn't work for me. But let's get into the scores and find out what I thought about 7 Days to Live. So starting off with terror, is this movie scary? Not really. I mean, it's very suspenseful, or at least it tries to be, and it tries to be like a thriller, but it doesn't really do anything that's extremely scary. Like, it does your simple, like, horror house stuff, or, like, paintings, or looking at you, or, like, there's a dead son in this movie, she'll see the dead son. But yeah, it's not really scary at all. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. But if you go into this expecting to be scared, you're not going to be scared. Now, onto the gore, the special effects in this movie. There's not really any gore, and the special effects in this movie do not hold up. There's a particular scene at the end, and this is going to be one of the times where I don't mind spoiling the movie, since there's not really a way to see this unless you have it or you purchase it. The ending of this movie, there is some effects, some CGI that is used. I guess it's supposed to be mud, but it looks like diarrhea coming out of people's orifices, and it just looks awful. And yeah, it was not great. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one a 1 out of 5 for gore. It just wasn't, it was not good at all. Now, on to the story. Now, the story on this one is a little convoluted and a little bit simple at the same time. So, you have your basic stuff. The acting in it is okay, but the story itself is just, it doesn't really make sense. They have a dead son, and he starts appearing to the lead actress in this movie. I believe her name was Ellen in the movie. I can't really remember. This movie was very, very forgettable. But yeah, she starts seeing her son. The husband is having issues with the book that he's writing, and sales haven't been doing too good. And it's like a whole toxic relationship that spirals into him basically like turning towards abuse on her, and her like trying to just like survive and escape this and figure out what's going on with her son because she keeps seeing him. But at the end, there's not really a resolution. She gets just like straight up domed with a metal pipe and just takes it. Like, I mean, seriously, like hit very, very hard with the metal pipe, and she's just like unfazed. But yeah, this movie was trying to be exciting and thrilling, and it just kind of missed the mark. All of the stuff that it builds up to, there's not really any like successful like resolution to, and you just don't really get any like answered questions, to me at least, in this movie. I feel like they had a little bit of like an Amityville horror like thing that they were going for here, and it just did not work. They were not able to set up like any kind of like creepiness or anything very well. The set itself looked great, but the way that they used it just wasn't that great. And of course, the motif with the 7 Days to Live is that she was like seeing like randomly, it wasn't like anyone calling her like in the ring or anything like that. It was just randomly like things would pop up with like how many days she had left to live. Like one time it's like in the mirror fog. It just says how many days. Another time she just like sees it on herself. It's weird. They could have done a lot of things better. Story in this one, I would give it a 2 out of 5. Because they had some great ideas. They just weren't executed or dealt with properly. And then lastly, fun. Is this movie fun? Not really. I didn't really enjoy watching this movie. It wasn't like great. Like I wasn't like bored to death, but there was definitely like instances in this where I was extremely bored and just waiting for the next thing to happen. So fun for this one, I will give a 2 out of 5. I don't really recommend you watch this unless you have like access to it or you're like me and can get it for like $1. But yeah, this movie wasn't that great. Is it terrifying or terrible? I don't say 7 Days to Live is pretty terrible. But have you seen it? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next review.